Have you ever wondered why you're waking up multiple times at night to pee or struggling with a weak urine stream? If you're over 60, these could be signs your prostate is silently enlarging, and your daily habits might be making it worse without you even realizing it. In this video, we're diving into the 10 everyday habits that could be harming your prostate and what you can do to stop it naturally. You need to watch this until the end because we'll reveal the number one habit that's the most dangerous of all, plus simple, practical steps you can start today to protect your health and live more comfortably for years to come. Don't miss out. Your prostate health depends on it. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to share the valuable lessons of old age. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Habit 1. Ignoring thirst and staying dehydrated. One of the most overlooked habits that can negatively impact prostate health is consistently ignoring thirst and remaining dehydrated. Many people, particularly seniors, may not realize the subtle yet significant toll that inadequate water intake can take on their prostate over time. As we age, the tendency to reduce fluid consumption often stems from practical concerns, such as wanting to minimize frequent trips to the bathroom, especially during the night. However, this seemingly harmless habit can lead to a cascade of issues that directly affect the prostate and urinary system. Dehydration causes urine to become more concentrated, as the body conserves water by producing less dilute urine. This concentrated urine is more acidic and contains higher levels of waste products, which can irritate the delicate lining of the bladder and the urethra. The prostate, located just below the bladder and surrounding the urethra, is particularly vulnerable to this irritation. Over time, the chronic irritation from concentrated urine can create a state of low-grade inflammation in the bladder, which exerts additional pressure on the prostate. This inflammation is a well-documented contributor to benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, commonly known as an enlarged prostate, which can lead to uncomfortable symptoms like frequent urination, weak urine flow, or difficulty starting and stopping urination. For seniors, the risk of dehydration is compounded by several factors. Many older adults take medications, such as diuretics for high blood pressure or antihistamines for allergies, that have dehydrating side effects. These medications can increase fluid loss, making it even more critical to maintain adequate hydration. Additionally, the body's natural thirst mechanism weakens with age, meaning seniors may not feel thirsty even when their body is in dire need of water. A dehydrated body is also less efficient at flushing out toxins, allowing harmful substances to accumulate in the urinary tract. Over months or years, this buildup can exacerbate prostate inflammation and increase the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, which further stress the prostate and bladder. The solution to this problem is straightforward but requires consistent effort. To protect prostate health, aim to drink water regularly throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. A practical goal is to consume small amounts of water at regular intervals, such as a glass every hour or two, rather than waiting for thirst to prompt you. A good indicator of proper hydration is the color of your urine. It should be clear or light yellow. Dark yellow or amber urine is a sign of dehydration and a cue to increase fluid intake. By maintaining proper hydration, you can keep your bladder calm, reduce unnecessary pressure on the prostate, and minimize inflammation that contributes to prostate enlargement. Instead of avoiding water out of fear of frequent bathroom trips, embrace it as a natural and powerful way to safeguard your prostate health for years to come. If nighttime urination is a concern, try limiting fluids a few hours before bed while ensuring adequate intake earlier in the day. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit 2. Sitting for long hours without movement. Another common habit that can harm prostate health is spending long hours sitting without taking breaks to move. For many seniors, extended periods of sitting, whether in a favorite recliner, at a desk, or in front of the television, become a regular part of daily life. While resting is important, excessive sedentary behavior can have unintended consequences for the prostate and the surrounding pelvic region. When you sit for prolonged periods, especially without shifting positions or standing, you place continuous pressure on the pelvic area. This pressure restricts blood flow to the lower body, including the prostate gland, which relies on adequate circulation to deliver oxygen and nutrients and remove waste products. Over time, reduced blood flow can lead to localized inflammation in the pelvic region, a key factor in the development and progression of prostate enlargement. Poor circulation also impairs the body's ability to repair and maintain healthy tissues, increasing the risk of prostate-related issues such as BPH or chronic prostatitis. Additionally, prolonged sitting weakens the pelvic floor muscles, which play a critical role in bladder control and urinary function. Weak pelvic floor muscles can make it harder to fully empty the bladder during urination, leaving residual urine behind. This stagnant urine can irritate the bladder and prostate, creating a vicious cycle of inflammation and discomfort. For seniors, who may already experience age-related muscle weakening, this lack of movement can exacerbate urinary symptoms like urgency, dribbling, or incomplete bladder emptying. The good news is that this habit is easy to counteract with small, intentional changes. To reduce the risk to your prostate, aim to break up long periods of sitting with brief bouts of movement. For example, stand up and walk around for 1 to 2 minutes every 30 to 60 minutes. Simple activities like light stretching, walking to the kitchen, or doing a few gentle squats can improve blood flow to the pelvic area and relieve pressure on the prostate. Incorporating low-impact exercises, such as a daily walk or pelvic floor strengthening exercises, like Kegels, can further support prostate health by keeping the pelvic muscles strong and promoting healthy circulation. It's not about eliminating rest or giving up your favorite chair. It's about balancing rest with regular movement. By adopting a more active lifestyle, even in small ways, you can prevent the silent damage caused by prolonged sitting and keep your prostate healthier in the long run. A little movement today can go a long way toward preventing urinary and prostate issues tomorrow. Habit 3. Drinking too much caffeine. For many seniors, a morning cup of coffee or an afternoon tea is a cherished ritual. However, consuming too much caffeine throughout the day can have a surprisingly negative impact on prostate and bladder health. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, energy drinks, and even some sodas, is a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production and forces the bladder to work harder. This increased activity can irritate the bladder, leading to symptoms like urgency, frequent urination, or even leakage, particularly in individuals with an already sensitive or enlarged prostate. Caffeine's effects go beyond simply increasing urine output. It acts as a stimulant that can cause the muscles around the bladder, including the detrusor muscle, to contract more frequently. These contractions can create a sense of urgency, making it feel like you need to urinate even when your bladder isn't full. For men with BPH, this added pressure on the bladder can exacerbate symptoms and cause discomfort. Additionally, caffeine can tighten the muscles at the bladder neck, the area where the bladder connects to the urethra. This tightening makes it harder to fully empty the bladder, leaving residual urine that can further irritate the prostate and increase the risk of infections or inflammation. While a single small cup of coffee or tea is unlikely to cause significant harm, the cumulative effect of multiple caffeinated beverages throughout the day can add up quickly. For example, drinking several cups of coffee, strong black tea, or energy drinks can overstimulate the bladder and prostate, leading to chronic irritation. Seniors with existing prostate issues, such as BPH or prostatitis, are particularly vulnerable to these effects. The key to mitigating this risk is moderation. If you enjoy caffeine, consider limiting yourself to 1 or 2 small servings per day, ideally in the morning to avoid disrupting sleep or increasing nighttime urination. After your morning coffee, try switching to decaffeinated options, herbal teas, such as chamomile or peppermint, or plain water to keep your bladder and prostate calm. If you notice improvements in urinary symptoms after reducing caffeine, it's a sign that your prostate is benefiting from the change. The goal isn't to eliminate your favorite beverages, but to strike a balance that supports long-term prostate health and minimizes discomfort. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit 4. Eating spicy and processed foods daily. Diet plays a critical role in overall health, and for seniors, certain food choices can have a direct impact on prostate health. One common dietary habit that can harm the prostate is the frequent consumption of spicy and heavily processed foods. While these foods may be flavorful and convenient, they can quietly contribute to prostate irritation and inflammation over time. Spicy foods, such as those containing chili peppers, hot sauces, or black pepper, are known to increase inflammation throughout the body. For the prostate, this inflammation can exacerbate existing conditions like BPH or prostatitis, leading to symptoms such as pelvic pain, urinary urgency, or difficulty urinating. While an occasional spicy meal is unlikely to cause significant harm, eating spicy foods daily or in large quantities can create a state of chronic inflammation that puts ongoing stress on the prostate gland. Processed foods, including packaged snacks, canned meats, frozen dinners, and fast food, pose their own set of risks. These foods are often loaded with preservatives, artificial flavors, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats, all of which can negatively affect prostate health. High sodium intake, for example, promotes water retention, which increases pressure on the urinary system and can worsen symptoms of an enlarged prostate. Additionally, processed foods often contain trans fats and other compounds that disrupt hormonal balance, particularly testosterone levels, which play a critical role in prostate function. Over time, a diet high in processed foods can contribute to weight gain, systemic inflammation, and hormonal imbalances, all of which are risk factors for prostate enlargement and related urinary issues. To protect your prostate, prioritize a diet rich in natural, anti-inflammatory foods. Incorporate leafy greens, like spinach or kale, berries, such as blueberries or strawberries, fatty fish, like salmon or mackerel, and healthy fats, found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil. These foods provide essential nutrients and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and support overall prostate health. If you enjoy bold flavors, experiment with herbs and spices that are less likely to irritate, such as turmeric, ginger, or basil, which have anti-inflammatory properties. Transitioning away from processed and spicy foods doesn't mean sacrificing taste or enjoyment. It's about making mindful choices that prioritize long-term health. By focusing on fresh, whole foods and reducing reliance on packaged or overly spicy meals, you can give your prostate the support it needs to stay healthy and function smoothly for years to come. Habit 5. Holding your urine for too long. We've all been there, ignoring the urge to urinate because we're caught up in a meeting, engrossed in a task, or simply too far from a restroom. While it might seem harmless in the moment, consistently holding in your urine can have serious, long-term consequences for your prostate health. The prostate, a walnut-sized gland located just below the bladder, plays a critical role in urinary and reproductive function. When you delay urination for extended periods, you put undue stress on both your bladder and prostate, creating a cascade of potential problems. When you hold urine, the bladder becomes overly distended, stretching its walls and increasing internal pressure. This excess pressure doesn't just affect the bladder. It exerts a direct force on the prostate gland beneath it. Over time, this repeated strain can irritate and inflame the prostate tissue, leading to swelling or even chronic conditions like prostatitis, inflammation of the prostate, or benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, a common condition in older men where the prostate enlarges and obstructs urine flow. For seniors, this habit is particularly risky. As we age, the muscles controlling the bladder and prostate naturally weaken, making it harder for the body to manage the added stress of a distended bladder. Holding urine also increases the likelihood of incomplete bladder emptying during urination, leaving residual urine behind. This stagnant urine becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, raising the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, that can further irritate the prostate. Infections and inflammation may exacerbate prostate enlargement, leading to symptoms like frequent urination, a weak urine stream, or difficulty urination. Beyond physical damage, holding in urine can disrupt your daily life. The discomfort of an overfull bladder can interfere with sleep, especially if you're waking up multiple times at night to urinate, a condition called nocturia. It can also affect your mood, causing irritability or anxiety as you constantly worry about finding a restroom. To protect your prostate, it's crucial to listen to your body's signals. When you feel the urge to urinate, act on it promptly. Don't delay, especially if you're aiming to improve nighttime sleep or reduce urinary urgency. Adopting the simple habit of urinating when you first feel the need can significantly reduce strain on your bladder and prostate. If you're prone to frequent urges, consider scheduling regular bathroom breaks, especially during long tasks or travel. Staying hydrated is also key, as dehydration can concentrate urine and irritate the bladder further. By treating your bladder and prostate as a connected system, you can prevent long-term damage and maintain better urinary health. Ignoring nature's call may seem convenient in the moment, but responding promptly is one of the easiest and most effective ways to safeguard your prostate. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit 6. Smoking or inhaling secondhand smoke. Smoking is one of the most detrimental habits for overall health, and its impact on the prostate is no exception. Even exposure to secondhand smoke can pose significant risks to this vital gland. Cigarettes contain thousands of harmful chemicals, including carcinogens and toxins, that wreak havoc on the body's delicate tissues, including those in the prostate. These chemicals contribute to reduced blood flow, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress, all of which directly harm the prostate and increase the risk of serious conditions. The prostate relies on healthy blood circulation to deliver oxygen and nutrients while removing waste products. Smoking constricts blood vessels, impairing this process and starving the prostate of essential resources. Over time, this reduced circulation can lead to tissue damage, chronic inflammation, and even cellular changes that may elevate the risk of prostate cancer. Oxidative stress, caused by an imbalance between harmful free radicals and the body's protective antioxidants, further compounds the damage. Smoking depletes critical antioxidants like vitamin C and E, weakening the body's ability to repair prostate tissue and fight inflammation. For seniors, the cumulative effects of smoking, or even past smoking, can be particularly pronounced. The longer you've been exposed to cigarette smoke, whether directly or through secondhand exposure, the greater the toll on your prostate. Studies have shown that smoking is associated with an increased risk of BPH and more aggressive forms of prostate cancer. Even if you quit smoking years ago, ongoing exposure to secondhand smoke from others can continue to harm your prostate by perpetuating inflammation and oxidative damage. The good news is that quitting smoking can yield rapid benefits for your prostate and overall health. Within weeks of quitting, blood circulation begins to improve, inflammation levels decrease, and the body's antioxidant defenses start to recover. If you're still smoking, consult your doctor to explore cessation options tailored to your needs. These may include nicotine replacement therapies, such as patches or gum, prescription medications, counseling, or alternative approaches like mindfulness or acupuncture. For non-smokers, minimizing exposure to secondhand smoke is equally important. Avoid environments where smoking is prevalent, such as certain social settings or public spaces, and advocate for smoke-free zones when possible. By prioritizing a smoke-free lifestyle, you're not just protecting your lungs, you're giving your prostate a fighting chance to heal and function optimally. This single decision can reduce urinary symptoms, lower inflammation, and potentially extend your years of good health. It's never too late to take control and shield your prostate from the harmful effects of smoke. Habit 7. Skipping regular health screenings. Many men, particularly those over 60, adopt a "no news is good news" approach to healthcare, avoiding doctor visits unless something feels wrong. However, when it comes to prostate health, this mindset can be dangerous. The prostate can develop issues, like enlargement, inflammation, or even early-stage cancer, without causing noticeable symptoms in the early stages. Regular health screenings are essential for catching these problems early, when they're most manageable and less likely to require invasive treatments. Two key screening tools for prostate health are the digital rectal exam, DRE, and the prostate-specific antigen, PSA, test. The DRE allows a doctor to physically assess the prostate for abnormalities in size, shape, or texture, while the PSA test measures levels of a protein produced by the prostate, which can indicate inflammation, infection, or potential cancer. Both tests are quick, non-invasive, and can provide critical insights into your prostate health. For men over 60, annual screenings are especially important, as the risk of prostate conditions increases with age. Skipping these routine checkups means missing the opportunity to detect issues before they become serious. For example, early-stage BPH or prostatitis may cause no pain or discomfort but can progress to urinary retention, inability to fully empty the bladder, chronic infections, or even kidney damage if left untreated. Prostate cancer, in particular, can be slow-growing and asymptomatic in its early stages, making regular screenings a potentially life-saving habit. Delaying or avoiding doctor visits also limits your ability to address issues with non-invasive solutions, such as lifestyle changes or natural remedies, before medications or surgeries become necessary. For many men, discomfort or embarrassment about discussing urinary or prostate issues can be a barrier to seeking care. However, open communication with your healthcare provider is crucial. The sooner you address concerns, the more options you have to manage them effectively. Annual checkups provide not only medical insights but also peace of mind, empowering you to take proactive steps toward prevention. If a problem is caught early, simple adjustments, like dietary changes, stress management, or pelvic floor exercises may be enough to keep your prostate healthy. To make screenings easier, consider scheduling them as part of your annual physical exam and tracking your health data consistently. Tools like the Senior Health Tracker, a mobile app designed specifically for men over 60, can help you monitor symptoms, log fluid intake, track bathroom habits, and set reminders for doctor visits. By providing your doctor with accurate, consistent data, you enable more precise diagnoses and personalized recommendations. The app is free to try and can be found via the link in the video description. Don't wait for symptoms to become unbearable. Proactive care is the smartest habit for maintaining long-term prostate health. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit 8. Eating too much red meat. Red meat is a dietary staple for many, but consuming it in excess, especially processed meats like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, or deli cuts, silently contributes to prostate problems. Research consistently links high red meat consumption to increased inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate gland. This inflammation can exacerbate conditions like BPH and prostatitis, leading to urinary difficulties and discomfort. The culprits in red meat are primarily its high levels of saturated fats and, in processed meats, chemical additives like nitrates and preservatives. These compounds disrupt hormonal balance, particularly by increasing levels of insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, which is associated with prostate enlargement and a higher risk of prostate cancer. Additionally, red meat's high fat content contributes to oxidative stress, which damages prostate tissue and impairs the body's ability to repair it. For seniors, the risks are amplified because digestion naturally slows with age, making it harder for the body to process heavy, fatty meals. This sluggish digestion can lead to weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, which further increases pressure on the pelvic organs and prostate. You don't need to eliminate red meat, but moderation is key. Limiting consumption to 1 or 2 servings per week can significantly reduce inflammation and support prostate health. Instead, incorporate leaner protein sources like fatty fish, rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s, legumes, tofu, or grilled chicken. Plant-based meals, such as lentil soups, chickpea curries, or vegetable stir-fries, are also excellent choices. These foods are high in fiber, which aids digestion, reduces inflammation, and helps maintain a healthy weight, all of which benefit the prostate. Making these dietary shifts doesn't mean giving up flavor or satisfaction. Experiment with herbs, spices, and marinades to keep meals delicious and varied. Over time, your body will respond with fewer urinary symptoms, improved energy levels, and better long-term prostate function. By balancing your diet with prostate-friendly foods, you're not just eating smarter, you're actively protecting your health with every bite. Habit 9. Carrying too much belly fat. As men age, weight gain around the midsection is more than a cosmetic concern. It's a significant risk factor for prostate health. Excess belly fat, also known as visceral fat, surrounds vital organs and produces inflammatory chemicals called cytokines that circulate throughout the body, including to the prostate. This chronic, low-grade inflammation irritates the prostate gland, contributing to its enlargement and increasing the likelihood of urinary symptoms like frequent urination, urgency, or a weak stream. Visceral fat also disrupts hormonal balance, particularly the ratio of testosterone to estrogen. In men, excess fat tissue converts testosterone into estrogen, which can stimulate prostate growth and worsen conditions like BPH. Additionally, belly fat exerts physical pressure on the bladder and pelvic organs, amplifying symptoms such as nighttime urination, nocturia, or difficulty emptying the bladder fully. Studies show that men with waistlines larger than 40 inches are at a higher risk of prostate enlargement, urinary issues, and even erectile dysfunction. The good news is that even modest weight loss can make a noticeable difference. Losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight can reduce inflammation, improve hormone balance, and alleviate pressure on the prostate. Extreme diets or intense exercise regimens aren't necessary. Small, sustainable changes are often more effective. Start with a daily 20 to 30-minute walk, reduce portion sizes, and cut back on sugary foods and beverages, which contribute to fat accumulation. Incorporating strength training exercises, like light weightlifting or bodyweight movements, can also help burn fat and build muscle, further supporting prostate health. Tracking your progress with tools like the Senior Health Tracker app can keep you motivated by monitoring weight, waist size, and urinary symptoms over time. A healthy waistline, ideally under 40 inches for men, is a powerful indicator of reduced prostate stress. Don't dismiss belly fat as a natural part of aging. It's a warning sign that your body is under strain. By addressing it proactively, you'll not only feel better in your clothes but also reduce the burden on your prostate, leading to fewer symptoms and improved overall health. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 5 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit 10. Not managing chronic stress. Chronic stress is one of the most overlooked yet dangerous habits affecting prostate health, particularly for seniors. When you're constantly stressed, whether due to financial worries, family responsibilities, or health concerns, your body produces elevated levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Over time, high cortisol levels trigger widespread inflammation, muscle tension, and hormonal imbalances that directly impact the prostate. Stress affects the prostate in multiple ways. First, it causes the pelvic floor muscles to tighten, which can restrict blood flow to the prostate and irritate surrounding nerves. This tension exacerbates symptoms like urinary urgency, pelvic pain, or difficulty urinating. Second, chronic stress suppresses immune function, making it harder for your body to fight off infections or inflammation that can worsen prostate conditions. Finally, stress disrupts hormone balance, including testosterone and estrogen levels, which can contribute to prostate enlargement. For seniors, stress often accumulates quietly, as life changes like retirement, caregiving, or health concerns add up. Left unmanaged, it can lead to a vicious cycle. Stress worsens prostate symptoms, which in turn heighten anxiety, further aggravating the problem. The good news is that stress is manageable with simple, accessible strategies. Daily practices like deep breathing exercises, such as diaphragmatic breathing, gentle yoga, or progressive muscle relaxation can lower cortisol levels and relax pelvic muscles. Even 10 to 15 minutes of quiet time, whether through meditation, reading, or listening to calming music, can make a significant difference. Physical activity is another powerful stress reliever. A brisk walk, light stretching, or low-impact exercise like swimming can reduce tension and improve circulation to the prostate. Social connections, laughter, and hobbies also act as natural stress antidotes, boosting mood and supporting immune function. Prioritizing sleep is equally critical, as poor sleep exacerbates stress and inflammation, creating a feedback loop that harms the prostate. By addressing chronic stress, you're not just calming your mind, you're actively reducing inflammation, improving urinary function, and supporting your prostate's long-term health. Start small, with 1 or 2 stress management techniques, and build them into your daily routine. This single shift can shrink symptoms, slow prostate growth, and pave the way for a healthier, more comfortable life. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the everyday habits that can impact your prostate health and how small changes can make a big difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're ready to put into practice in your life? Drop it in the comments below and let's inspire each other to take control of our health. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips to live healthier and stronger.